Hello everyone, it's Hindash. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my two babies, Timmy and Cosmo. So for today's video, I'm going to be experimenting with Trichrome eyeshadows. Now, I kept saying duochrome, but they're actually Trichrome because they reflect 3 colors, sometimes more, but I think usually it's about 3. Now, generally, I don't know how I felt about this trend. I don't know how I felt about the shadows. I thought they wouldn't look that great in an overall look, but I really enjoyed this. And in my head, I thought we would just use one and blend it all out, but that was a bit too easy. So I actually used 2 in one look and kind of added a bunch of different mattes to tie everything in. Isn't Cosmo so cute? Look at these cute ears. Look at these cute ears. Alright, so if you want to see how I created this look on the beautiful Martina, then please keep watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment, a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, so here we have the beautiful Martina, and as you can see, the kind of trichrome really shifts as she turns around, and it looks so good. I was very happy with this look. And as always, I'm going to be starting off with skincare and skin prep. And to do that, I'm going to be using the Glow Recipe Plump Hyaluronic Serum, and I'm just going to be applying that all over the face for hydration. I really want to add a light layer of hydration before I go into any products because that's going to make everything sink really beautifully into the skin and just really give us that beautiful boost of hydration. And as I'm doing this, I'm just going to massage it into the skin and tapping it in and make sure that it really just absorbs into the skin. And then I'm going to be using the Ole Henriksen C Rush Brightening Gel Cream. And it's going to be my moisturizer and it's going to add that vitamin C. And I really love this underneath makeup. I think it works so beautifully underneath makeup. But I'm just going to massage that onto the skin and just pampering her and make her feel good. Because, I mean, makeup is therapeutic and I want her to enjoy this. And don't forget to run that down the neck as well. Skincare products down the neck is very important. Don't neglect your neck. And I know that tiny piece on her jawline is really bothering me. But we're going to be moving on to eye patches, and these are the Milk Makeup ones. I love them. They feel very cooling and they don't slip around. So I love these for makeup application because then I don't really worry about the patches slipping around the face as I'm doing the eyes. And of course, I keep these in the fridge so they're super cooling and just feel really great. And for lips, I'm going to be adding a thick layer of the Lucas Pawpaw ointment all over the lips, kind of as a lip mask, and just let it sit there until we get to lips so that the product is nice and absorbed. And then whatever is left, I just kind of tap it off with a tissue or blot it off. And for eyeshadow, I always love to use a cream shadow or a cream base, and I'm using the Nude Sticks Magnetic Eye Color in the shade Desert Sun, which is a really nice kind of soft yellow warm shade. But I'm going to be applying that all over the lid and blending it out, and this is really going to neutralize any discoloration on the lids, but it's also going to give us that really nice warm base, which, because I wasn't really sure of what color story I'm going with, I feel like a nice warm neutral is going to really complement whatever I put on top. And then I'm going to be using the same Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Eye Color in the shade Chocolate and kind of doing a liner with this, but really smudging it out. I'm not being precise. I kind of just want that chocolatey brown definition. And I'm just going to be winging that out with my brush and then working it into the crease because I kind of want to see what shape I'm going to go for. And because I know I'm going to be using a lot of colors, I really want that to be really blown out. I decided I really want to go for that angular look. It's going to look really beautiful when it's elongated. And then I'm going to be dipping into my Nabla Side by Side palette and just working that neutral nude light shade that matches her skin tone all over the crease. Again, to smudge everything out. And I'm taking a more taupey color to go over the chocolate that we did to kind of diffuse it. And as you can see now, we start to kind of blend everything out and really make all these colors diffused and have that seamless blend in small steps. So blending is key, and layering the products is a beautiful way to do that. You can go in with that color straight on like a dark chocolate brown, but you're going to have a harder time blending it out and you're not going to get that seamless finish. And now I'm going to go in with that really neutral kind of ashy brown color and just work it very close to the lash line and make it diffuse into the colors that we did. And again, that's going to give us a really nice gradient of colors. And it will sort of give me a benchmark of where I want the darkest color to be and then what we can add on top of this. And now for my first base of the Trichrome shadow, I'm going to be taking the Natasha Denona Chromium liquid eyeshadow, and this is in the color Dog Bane. And I'm just going to be applying a thin layer onto the lids and kind of seeing what this does because I've never used a product like this, so I kind of want to test it out. And because I know I'm going to be using these shadows on top, so I'm not worried about having a really thick layer. And as you can see, this has an interesting shift because it does have kind of a darker gray black base. So once she turns, you get that really interesting shift of colors, but I'm going to intensify it. Taking my Natasha Denona Trichrome eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be going in with that purple shade all the way at the bottom and packing that on the outer part of the eyelid. And as she turns, you get to see that beautiful intense purple, and then on the other side you get a green shift, which is so cool. And I'm going to be feathering that out into the center of the lid, but I'm not going beyond that. For that, I'm going to be taking the green shade in the palette and then working it from the middle of the eyelid all the way into the tear duct. And you can kind of get to see the effect here. And as she turns, it's kind of a dark teal green, and head on, straight on, it's a kind of a lime green metallic, which is so beautiful. And it's such an interesting concept. I know a lot of indie brands have done so many trichrome shadows, but I have never picked them up because honestly, it's not something that I feel like I'm going to get a lot of use out of, but it is such a cool look to do. For mascara, I'm going to be taking my NARS Climax Extreme Mascara and just layering that on the lashes. Now she has very straight lashes, so we did curl them and tried our best to kind of build them up, which I'm not too worried about because I'm going to be putting a bit of individual lashes. These are the Ardell individuals in medium. I'm just going to be focusing that on the outer corner. And now that we're done, we can take off the eye patches and move on to eye cream. For eye cream, I'm going to be taking the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright eye cream and just layer that underneath the eyes. And like I said, I really love this eye cream for makeup. It is in my kit at all times. And I'm applying that underneath the eyes and then tapping it in to make sure that everything sinks in. For primer, I'm going to be taking the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer in Hydrating. And applying that all over the face, kind of like a moisturizer, and just really work it in and tap it into place. I love gel hydrating primers because I feel like they really work for everyone and they just give you that extra layer of hydration, and Martina is on the dry to normal side. And for foundation, I'm going in with my favorite, the Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. And I'm going to apply a very thin layer of this. I'm just kind of unifying her face to match her body and neck. And with this foundation, I'm really relying on evening out the skin tone and adding that color without really masking her skin. And you want to take it a bit down the neck as well, just to make sure that everything is seamless. And I always love to work in thin layers building up to the center of the face, because I am going to eventually use concealer on these areas, so I don't want to pack a lot of product there. For concealer, I'm taking the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer, and I'm going to apply that with my Beauty Blender. And with this, I'm relying on really brightening her skin and highlighting it. So again, kind of bringing those areas forward and really making sure that everything is nice and bright and even. And I love using a damp Beauty Blender for that because it really just spreads the product beautifully, and I get to kind of tap all over the skin to make sure that everything is melting into each other. For a bit of contour and shaping, I'm taking my Fenty Beauty Matchsticks in the shade Mocha, my favorite. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of define the nose and the lips, which is something that I always love to do. And taking a bit of that on the chin, the cheekbones, and jawline. And going all along the forehead as well. Now with this technique, I kind of get to bronze and shape the face all at the same step, kind of. And because I love using creams underneath powder, that kind of gives me that extra dimension when everything is done. And I usually do this blending step with a brush, but I don't like doing it with a dual fiber brush, which is what I used for the foundation. I feel like it just doesn't give you that nice blend. So I'm just going in with my Beauty Blender, which already has a bit of the concealer left over, which is going to help me blend that product. For powder, I'm going to be taking the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder in the shade Honey, and I'm just going to be applying that with a brush because I want a very light application. I just want kind of a veil of powder. So I'm just going to be rolling that brush onto the skin and just buffing it in very softly. And for a bit of bronzer, I'm going to be taking the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer and basically apply that all over the areas where I've done that bronzing and contouring. very softly. It's just gonna add that diffused blend on top of everything, which we always want. We always want that really beautiful dimension to the skin. I should have done this before, but I'm going in with cream blush, and I'm taking the Nude Sticks Nudies Matte, which is my all-time favorite cream blush. I love these. I mean, I can go on about these for ages, and it really does work beautifully on top of powder as well, but I should have done this before setting the face. And this is in the shade Salty Siren, which is a pop of peach, and I really wanted something quite neutral to really work with the rest of the look, because I was kind of still debating on what I'm going to do with the lips, so a peach is always a great option. I'm going to be brushing the brows up with a bit of gel and just shape them into place. I don't think I'm going to be really doing much to the brows. And with a bit of micellar water, I'm going to be going over her beauty marks and just remove that layer of foundation so that they look really natural and peek through. Because I really love doing that. My pet peeve is hiding beauty marks. I mean, the more, the better. And for lip liner, I'm going to be taking this Nabla lip liner in nude number 2 and just lining her lips. Now, Martina has beautiful lips, so I'm not really overlining. I'm just going to follow her natural shape. And this is a very toasty, neutral brown shade that really works for her skin. So I'm going to be going all over the lip line and then kind of blending it very lightly into the lips. And for lipstick, I'm going to be using the Lisa Eldridge Velvet Fawn lipstick. Now, this is beyond beautiful. I'm using it with the lip brush. It really sits on top of the lips beautifully. It's matte, but it has life to it. It's very velvety. I can't rave enough about these. And now that the look is kind of complete, I get to go in and kind of tweak a few things. I want to darken the outer corners and wing them out even more, because now I kind of get to see the look as a whole. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to extend a thin line from the lower lash line going out, kind of like a double liner, but with shadow and a eyeliner brush. Because why not? And for highlighter, I'm going to be taking this Laura Mercier highlighter. Now it has kind of a pinky pearly shift, which works beautifully with the eyes that we've done. And I'm going to be applying that on the cheekbones, the nose, tip of the nose, and chin. And I'm going to be topping off the Lisa Eldridge lipstick with a Lisa Eldridge gloss, and this is in the shade Muse. And I'm using a very light layer to kind of dab on like lip balm. I love this lip. I feel like I'm going to try not to recreate this in every video because it's such a beautiful lip. And of course, after I've done lashes, I always love to do a very thin line of black liner to kind of merge everything together, but not look like liner. And I'm using the Mario eyeliner for this. So basically just stamp it along your lash line. You really want to get as close as possible and just basically let the brush do the work. And for blush, I'm going to top it off with a bit of MAC blush. This is in the shade Mocha, and just kind of diffuse it with a fluffy brush to kind of merge that highlighter in as well. And as an optional step, I'm going back with my Nabla Side by Side palette and taking a champagne and putting that on the inner corners and a bit on the lower lash line. And that is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I loved creating this look because I wasn't sure about Trichrome shadows, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell as well to watch more of my upcoming videos. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.